being comfortable in your own body and being comfortable in your own life and in your own world.
I wish we could ask it a different way. Like, what is good mental health or what is bad mental health?
I don't know, being at peace, feeling comfortable in my own skin, feeling excited about the day ahead of me.
Mental health is like your well-being as far as, if you're happy, sad.
Mental health matters to me because if you're not at a stable place in your mind, you can't really help anybody in their life when they're going through something, like having a hard time.
Mental health is very important, and I think it's just because everyone has a mental state, and having a healthy mental state is definitely something that I want everyone to have.
Mental health matters because it's a very, very important thing in life. It's like an essential thing to have a decent mental health, because if your mental health isn't right, then how are you going to take care of yourself physically if you can't take care of yourself mentally?
So mental health is important because it affects how we feel, think, and everyday challenges.
Mental health matters because based on how your mental health is, sometimes it can be like it can lead to a very dangerous thing. So it's always important to make sure your mental health is good, or try to get help for your mental health so that you are being safe to yourself.
Mental health is your present state, and I think if you can evaluate that present state in the context of where you want to be, where you want your life to go, then it allows you to have a little bit more control.
Mental health is important to the community because it's a big part of everyone's life. If you can't love yourself, how do you expect yourself to love others?
Mental health is important to the community because we all are at different places in our lives and we all go through different struggles. So when we're all in a good headspace and we can all come together, it makes it easier for everyone.
I think being in community, just getting by day to day, has so many challenges. And I think mental health, none of us can function without some sense of being okay and at peace. And doing that together is pretty important. So I think community is absolutely important to mental health.
Thank you.
Mental health is the reality that we share, and that's the foundation of community.
Thank you, Matt.
Makes it a healthier community. Makes it a healthier community. I believe it makes everybody look out for each other.
My name is Anaya Hunter, and at Crunk I do art, and I also dabble in photography and videography. And for our project in the art department at Crunk, we are doing a mental health awareness project. So right here we have a poster, PMA. I got it from someone I looked up to. PMA stands for Positive Mental Attitude. And if you want to sign it, put a positive message or just a thought that'll lighten somebody's day, you can. We'll be at that back table that's empty. And yeah, thank you.
It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do what's best for you. It's okay to be less than perfect.
It's normal what you're going through. It's okay, you're gonna get through it together. We're gonna help you digress your situation. That's what I would say.
I'm here for you if you ever want to talk. Things will get better, and if you don't want to talk to nobody before you talk to God.
It's okay to go through whatever you're going through, because everyone's human and no one is perfect.
It helps me understand that it's way more serious than people make it out to be.
It helps me better understand mental health because I get to see the different perspectives and how people change their own mental health or how they go to their focusing point in their mental health.
project helped me understand, like, it made me understand, like, it really matters to people. It matters to people, it matters to me too, because I'm going through stuff.
It helped me better understand because people go through different things and experience their problems differently.
This project has helped me understand that people have their own stories. Everybody made different posters for this project and they all meant something different. So mental health looks different to different people a lot of the time.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Hi, I'm Meg Nazisco, the Director of Operations at Center of Life.
Hi, I'm Elin Liu, the Data and Evaluation Associate here at Center of Life.
And we're going to talk a little bit about the great work of our community and family engagement programs.
Our community and family engagement team work very closely with community members here in Hazelwood and the parents of our students to make sure that they have everything they need to thrive.
So we're going to dive into some of the impressive stats our teams have worked toward over the past few years.
Since 2022, our community engagement team have provided 4,526 services to community members and families. They have helped a total of 522 individuals, providing 2,163 hours.
On average, our team spends about 29 minutes with each person, making sure that each interaction allows for plenty of time to speak with our community members, to listen to their concerns and goals, and connect them to the resources that they need.
The nature of the service we provide varies greatly and can cover everything from basic support to more involved problem solving. Here is a representation of the service we provide. The bigger the bubble, the more frequently we provide the service. You can see here that our most often service is wellness check, either by phone or by a home visit. This wellness check are crucial in ensuring our community members are doing well and have the resources that they need.
The next most common service is a follow-up. And this just goes to show that our teams are working so hard to make sure that our community members are taken care of, and that if they've met with Center of Life, they will be checked on regularly and will never be left in the lurch. This is so important to our mission of making sure our community members have what they need to thrive.
Other services include transportation support, such as helping community members to get to doctor appointment, community events, resource fair, and etc.
We also provide referrals to other supports when there is a need that exists outside the scope of Center of Life services.
This next graph shows just how much time we have spent on each service in the past year, with a total of 2,163 hours of service provided. Half of the time were for wellness check, followed by transportation and advocacy.
Something else we offer is community events. We've hosted various events for the community over the years, and we've been increasing that number of events year over year.
We have doubled the number of events we host and participate since 2022, response to the interests and the needs of the community.
Our events range from wellness workshops where community members can learn and explore new topics, to canopy conversations where community members can get a listening ear about anything that they might like to talk about with our experienced and qualified team members.
Many of our events are collaborate with different community partners to make sure that we have always providing the fresh information and diverse resources to the community.
We also conduct a lot of outreach with the parents and caregivers of our students and with their schools through our family engagement team.
This team holds regular parents' meetings to engage with the whole family of our students. The Parents and Guardian meeting provide topical sessions chosen by the parents and include a meal and a deep dive into relevant issues faced by our community.
The work of our community and family engagement team spans the whole of Hazelwood. And if you've spent any time in our community, you've probably run into our team anywhere from Glen Hazel down to Hazelwood Green.
And that's why We're so excited about this new community hub on Hazelwood Green. It will be a game changer for our community team to have a place to host these events, as well as to have accessible, safe, and welcoming place to provide community service.
If you're looking for a way to support the wonderful work of Center of Life, the time is now. Please donate to this cause because we promise it will make a difference in the lives of the people that we serve. Hi, I'm Meg Mazisco, Director of Operations at Center of Life.
Hi, I'm Ela Lu, the Data and Evaluation Associate here at Center of Life.
And we're going to talk a little bit about just how far the reach of our work here at Center of Life goes.
Center of Life has dedicated itself to serving Hazelwood and the surrounding communities. With our free after-school program, paid teen music program, and leadership program, Center of Life has been attracting students both inside and outside of Hazelwood.
We also understand the importance of collaborating with other organizations to amplify our impact, broaden the scope of our services, and engage both within and beyond Hazelwood.
From 2022 to today, our program have welcomed students, parents, and community members from over 55 zip codes, highlighting the broadened community interest in the work we do.
Meanwhile, we've reached out and collaborated with 25 different community partners, strengthening our network and building a more resource-rich service to meet community needs.
This map shows the distribution of all the participants by zip code, with darker the color intensity indicating a higher number of individuals served. What immediately visible is how far our impact has extended. In particular, our Jazz and Crunk program have the widest geographic reach. This program continues to draw teens from across the region, demonstrate the strong demand for meaningful art expression, creative community, and a safe place for young students to develop their talents.
As indicated by the darkest blue on the map, the zip code with the highest concentration of participants is 15207, right here in Hazelwood.
The residents, from after-school program and academic enrichment to family support and senior care. While serving students and family across the region, Hazelwood remains at the heart of our mission.
To better serve our participants, we have built partnerships in multiple categories. Starting with education, which is our largest partnership group, we collaborate closely with higher education institutions such as Carnegie Mellon University, the University of Pittsburgh, and Duquesne University. We also work with school-based partners, including Pittsburgh Public Schools, A+ Schools, and Propel Schools. These partners strengthen academic support, provide pathways for student learning, and help us ensure strong alignment with local schools and universities.
To provide a holistic learning experience, we have also partnered closely with organizations in enrichment and wellness categories, art categories, and STEM categories. We have co-host events and provide programming with CMU Robotics Institution, Phipps Conservatory, Reading is Fundamental, who have helped us create joyful, hands-on learning experience and to build a strong culture of curiosity and creativity for our students.
For our community members, we've worked with various organizations like United Way for food security, Steel Smiling for mental health, and UPMC for healthcare screenings. Together, these partnerships demonstrate the breadth and depth of the network supporting our work, one that strengthens not only what we can offer in Hazelwood, but also the overall quality of opportunities available to the families that we serve.
As we have listed the different type of partners we have, we also want to emphasize that our engagement extends far beyond Hazelwood. This map represents the partnership we have built across the entire city of Pittsburgh. Each point you see here represents an organization we have collaborated with, representing the geographic spread of the partnership.
This citywide reach is a direct result of deep collaborative relationships that we've worked to build. As we continue to grow, this network allows us to bring even more opportunities back to Hazelwood, while also contributing to a broader movement for equity and access across Pittsburgh.
We're dedicated to serve more people in both Hazelwood and beyond. Your donation to this new building will allow us to do so.
As we keep developing and extending our services, your support is so important here in Hazelwood and across the city of Pittsburgh. Hi, I'm Meg Mazisco, the Director of Operations here at Center of Life.
Hi, I'm Elin Liu, the Data and Evaluation Associate here at Center of Life.
And we're excited to talk to you about the wonderful work that goes on every day at Center of Life. First, we'd like to talk to you about our student programs. Center of Life offers programs for school-age students during the school year and the summer. We have a free after-school enrichment program for students in kindergarten through 8th grade called Fusion. During the summer, this program transforms into Camp Hazelwood, an all-day summer camp that's action-packed with engaging, educational, and most importantly, fun activities all summer long.
We also have 3 programs for our teen students. This includes Crunk, Jazz, and Alta. Our Crunk program is for teens who are interested in music production through the lens of hip-hop. It stands for Creating Realistic Universal New School Knowledge. The Jazz program is an instrumental musicianship program. And Alta, our new program, is for students who are interested in gaining life skills to prepare to be the next generations of leaders.
What makes our teen programs unique is that we not only offer fantastic learning opportunities, but we also compensate our teens for the time they spend in our programs. This is a core tenet in preparing our teens for career and workplace opportunities. Let's take a look at some of the data for these programs so that you can see the impact and reach of our programming.
The first slide shows the enrollment in our student program over the past 5 years. This time period covers the time frame as our program have emerging from the year of the COVID pandemic. As you can see, our members started to climb in the fall of 2022. The numbers start to reach our target capacity for each program by 2024.
Like many organizations, we experienced some challenges during this time for our teen programs. The pandemic really did a number on students' ability and interest in engaging socially. We saw a dip in our Crunk program enrollment in the post-pandemic years, but Center of Life looked into this trend and sought to really understand how to re-engage and reconnect with our teens following the COVID pandemic.
We spent time serving our teens to understand what they need, and explored our program offering to provide things such as mental health support, creating safe space and communities, and opportunity to perform in person.
We developed some new recruitment strategies, and by the 2024 school year, all our programs were at capacity, with a wait list to boot. And this has remained consistent since then.
We also focused on retention and keeping the students engaged and wanting to come back for the next program term.
Our new Alta program garnered lots of interest as our first non-music teen program. This program offered teens an opportunity to earn a wage by working as junior counselors in our summer camp program, and then during the school year transitioned into career and skill building programming.
And as you can see, our free summer camp and after-school program is extremely popular, with enrollment reaching above our target line for the past 2+ years.
The number of students alone don't tell the whole story. What's really wonderful is that we've seen our students and families coming back year over year and returning to our programs term after term.
We see our students returning to our program term. On average, students stay with Center of Life for 2.52 terms. This translates to students staying involved with Center of Life for over a year on average, but with many students staying for much longer.
For example, we have one student on record who's returned to Center of Life over the course of the past 10 program terms. That's years of staying engaged with Center of Life programs, and it's what we truly love to see.
It really comes as no surprise, considering the great feedback we get from our students when we conduct surveys throughout the year. Here are some examples of what students have said about our program.
I wouldn't change anything about the program. I like it just how it is, said one Crunk student.
These programs give youth the opportunity to actually produce the ideas they have and establish themselves as artists, all while getting paid, said another Crunk student.
My favorite thing about the program is seeing the kids make friends and have fun, said an Alta student who worked as a junior counselor.
100% of our Fusion parents who conducted a survey have said the staff are respectful, and my children and I would love to recommend this after-school program to other parents. We have been able to achieve such wonderful program here at Center of Life for the past 24 years, but we are so excited about what our next chapter will bring.
We are really proud of the work that we do here, but we also know that our students deserve the world. There are some challenges that we've faced in our program over the past few years that will be addressed with the new community hub building.
For example, the lack of reliable heating and cooling in the building we currently operate certainly pose challenges for providing the most comfortable space for our students. We have also had to adjust programming due to building issues in the past.
We know that our kids are deserving of the highest quality programming and resources. At Center of Life, we're all working really hard to meet that standard. With your help, we can make it happen.
Please consider make a donation to Center of Life so we can build this new building and give community what they deserve.
One hand, there's another, one heart, there's 100 beats, one dream, there's a vision, start the movement. You're not alone. The Crunk movement, this is our moment. When you're in the movement, you're not alone. The Crunk movement, this is our moment. When you're in the movement, the Crunk movement started this movement. We a team now, you are not alone. So be yourself, don't be a clone. And when you feel alone, pick up the phone and call. Crunk movement, this is our moment.
Join the movement to stop bullying and start creating. Find out more at centeroflife.net.
To me, what I think of
way back in 2004, and we're going to hear from one right now. Desmond Russell is coming on, and so let's check him out.
To me, what I think of is a place that allows youth to freely express themselves. You know, it allows them to do positive things when it comes to health, when it comes to mental, physical health. It allows youth to put out positive messages, but also to express themselves. Because a lot of times there's a lack of an outlet for youth to really discuss their views, discuss what, you know, made them who they are, right? So, and a lot of times we don't look at teens as being insightful. We don't necessarily see them as like citizens in the way that we see adults, right? We're like, oh, well, that's just a kid, you know, they don't have much to say, but sometimes a kid can be more insightful than an adult because they give you a different perspective that you don't already have, you know? And sometimes even having a more simple scope allows you to see through maybe some of the, you know, cloudiness and the issues that, you know, we kind of complicate things with, right? So simple scope allows you to see through maybe some of the, you know, cloudiness and the issues that, you know, we kind of complicate things with, right? So some of my memories, I would definitely say like getting to go to some of the different schools and having the kids actually treat us as though we were almost, celebrities. They didn't know all of the words to our songs, but they were, really excited just to hear some of the music and the positive messages that we brought. I thought that was really positive. I thought it was positive to have some of the younger kids who were like middle school age, elementary school age, kind of look up to us as role models, because a lot of times you don't think of yourself in that space when you're, say like high school age or a teen. You're still trying to find your way, figure out who you are. But sometimes having that, influence and having people who look up to you influences your behavior and helps you to be a better person, because it's like, well, I got people actually looking at me now, and maybe I need to consider certain behaviors in a way that I carry myself and conduct myself. So I think that was one of the great things about it.
Wow.
That's an interesting question. I would say that it taught me, it definitely taught me that every single person has a creative thing, they just have to unlock it. I feel as though every single person has a certain skill or ability. It may not be drawing, right? It may not be painting, it may not be dancing, it may not be singing, but every person has a way in which they can have a creative outlet. And Crunk just kind of taught me that and taught me how vital it is to have that, whether it be for, we're talking about physical, we're talking about mental health, but it actually is also therapy for you, as the person who creates the art. So I feel like it teaches you the importance of keeping that element in your life. And, for me, like now, I'm working for a company where I'm doing a lot of very, very repetitive work. There's definitely some project task things, but like I still use my art form for kind of like a side thing that I do, a side business. And it's also, for me, kind of like cathartic sometimes, just to be able to sit down and, I do graphic design, sit down and create different things and kind of like actually just have an outlet where it's not so like stringent and like very restricted, so it's the importance of having an outlet, I think. Through my fraternal organization, I'm involved in a lot of different things. I do like clothing drives, food drives, different things of that nature. Sometimes I'm involved with another organization, I could probably say Urban League, young professionals. I've been involved in different food drives and different things of that nature to kind of help the community. Mostly just doing stuff that has to do with community service. One of the things that I can definitely say is I wanted to get more involved with youth as a result of Crunk movement. And so I got involved in a mentoring program where I actually mentor a young 9-year-old, and he's going to be turning 10 this year. But, and it's really been enriching. I've learned a lot. Honestly, I've learned a lot from him. Like, he's learned from me, but I've learned a lot from him, and kind of like, seeing, a lot of things that kids do, they go through, and in a way it's probably prepared me for when I finally, have a kid and, go about being a parent. But just community service, different things like that. So. Just, I would say Center of Life in general is a great opportunity to have a creative outlet, to build yourself in terms of being able to operate in a team environment. It's also a great place just to be able to, hone your craft, whatever that craft may be, whether it be that you're an artist, musician, whether it be a dancer, etc. It's somewhere where you can kind of learn about, the way other people take approaches to things, and maybe even you can be inspired by them and you can bounce ideas off of each other. And I feel like it's also a place where kids who may have a different perspective or even like a different disposition, it's a place where they can come together and feel normal. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say that that's one thing that definitely you get out of the Crunk movement, because these are creative-minded kids. These are kids that aren't necessarily doing all of the typical things. They do different things. You know, so it's an excellent program for enriching you as a person, enriching you as an artist, and enriching you even as a you know, volunteer or any type of I would say person that gives back to the community. So.
Yeah, you know, that was Desmond. Desmond Russell, who was one of the more prolific rappers in our Crunk movement program. Desmond is a very intelligent young man. He was always that way, and he was always sort of the calm business head person that we had in the program. I don't know if he was one of the ones that used to stay behind and they would open up the window and sneak back in after Crunk was over, but I do know that he brought a lot to the table. And you know, looking at Desmond just reminds me of how this journey, this Center of Life journey, has been a journey with my wife and I. You know, my wife Donna is she was right there with me. We were together when we started Center of Life, and with our kids. And our kids went to school. You know, Desmond went to school with Tim and Isaiah, and so many of the kids they were in school together. And having Donna right there by my side made a huge difference in how I was able to provide leadership to the organization. There's so many things that she was able to do that I was not able to do because I just didn't have enough time. But I will say this, Donna is the brains behind Center of Life. She is definitely the brains behind Center of Life, and so many different things that she has done to make it a huge success. And I know the kids know who Donna is. And so it was great listening to Desmond, and stay with us. We're going to continue to hear more about Center of Life and what we do and where we're going, our roots, our rhythm, and the road ahead.
You are going to. So we have.
Oh, you want this? Oh, you want this? Reach out to Desmond, or you didn't reach Desmond, right?
What am I saying? What I say? Oh. Oh, there we go again. I just introduce myself again, or?
Hey everybody, we are back and we are here with volunteers from the Federated Investors, and they have come by way of the United Way because of the relationship that we all have with the United Way, and they are here volunteering and helping us get these turkeys distributed and delivered and everything, and we're just so thankful that you all decided to join us today. This is a very special day for us. We do this every year, and we have so many good people. Let me start off by getting your names and maybe talk a little bit about what you do and maybe introduce some of the people that are here with you. This is my good friend, Teresa. Teresa here, Teresa Tullis. And we go back quite a ways. And I'm so thankful that she is at Federated Investors and she is able to bring some of her staff with her. So tell us about it.
Hi, again, my name is Teresa Tullis, and I'm an employee with Federated Hermes. I've been there over 31 years. The company that I am employed with permitted us to take a volunteer day in which we chose to come to the Center of Life to assist with Turkey Day. And with me is Gary Morgan.
Thank you, Teresa. Hi, I'm Gary Morgan. I work with Teresa at Federated Hermes, and a memo came around our department this past Wednesday looking for additional volunteers to come help and pass out and assist on Turkey Day. It's a pleasure to be here.
My name is Tyler Sicanolfi. I've been with Federated for just over a year now. I work on the internal sales desk and decided today I didn't want to work, wanted to help out in the community.
That's fantastic. Can you all tell us more about Federated Investors and what you do?
I am in management. I am in management at Federated Contact Center in Warrendale location. I have a staff of about 10 people that I manage daily, and we deal with a lot of clients that we receive calls from them daily inquiring about their accounts at Federated.
And yes, I'm also from Federated Hermes. I've been there for 43 years. It's a pleasure and honor to work for that company. And I work with Teresa in the same department. And like I said, it's a pleasure to work for them and also to have the opportunity to come volunteer for the United Way today.
Yeah. So as I said before, I work on the internal sales desk at Federated. I work in the central region where I work with my external partner covering the greater Texas region, covering Austin and San Antonio and all the outskirts pretty much around there. And I talk to advisors all day about their portfolios, their books, some of their clients, and offer investment solutions through mutual funds, ETFs, SMAs, and help them out with their daily needs pretty much.
You know, it means so much for us as an organization. I've said this earlier, to have so many people that help us, so many people that we're connected to help us do what we do here at Center of Life. Federated Investors are one of those groups that does that for us, and they do that through the United Way. United Way, we've had partnerships with United Way. We've gained more folks that will help us do what we do through the United Way, and that has been a huge blessing for us, and it benefits so many people in our community, and not just in our community, but around the region. And so we are so thankful to have you all here today. We're thankful for Terry, because Terry is a Hazelwoodian. She is a native Hazelwoodian, so we thank you all for coming.
It's our pleasure.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, Center of Life Jazz. Thank you. And they're under the direction of Owen Mediate, who's right here, and Eli Alfieri, who was on bass holding it down the whole time, and Rini Monteverdi somewhere, and Jason Washington is here somewhere too. Incredible people to work with. And we're going to continue with Amina Nesruddin's original song, Incredible.
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all. Sure, after this though. Y'all can start right now. Sitting at the brain with made up mental pain, thinking of sitting in front of a train. Deep in my conscience, my life is a game. This is therapy, I don't care about fame. I know that sounds insane, but to me that's tame. But to me that's, wait. No, I gotta leave my hair, but it's way too comfortable. There's hate speech in the bed, thoughts that ain't so lovable. Gotta keep them on the schedule, cause they bucking out my incredible. Gotta keep them on the schedule, cause they bucking out my incredible. Bucking out what incredible? The only thing that I see is forgettable. You ain't special, ain't pleasurable. Just here to break down like a vehicle. Y'all just hurt my inner voice, pounds my head with this noise, telling me to be more poised. Says I messed up every choice, at least it trusts me to push through the hurt. No secure, ain't dessert, doesn't hand me or crush for my quirks. Won't play, stays curt. My head is my home, cause it doesn't make me feel alone. It cares what I'm saying, not my tone. It don't take me out my comfort zone. No, I gotta leave my hair, but it's way too comfortable. There's hate speech in the bed, thoughts that ain't so lovable. Gotta keep them on the schedule, cause they bucking out my incredible. Gotta keep them on the schedule, cause they bucking out my incredible. Feel like I'm running out of time. I gotta get up, but I'm chained to my mind. Buried under darkness, I can see the light. Every interaction feels just like a fight. Sitting in the rain with made up mental pain, thinking of sitting in front of a train. Deep in my conscience, my life is a game. This is therapy, I don't care about fame. I know that sounds insane, but to me that's tame. But to me that's way. Thank you, thank you.
Don't lose your voice, babe. So this next song is Rain by SWV. If you know the song, please sing it with us. We want to hear the audience too. Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. So just rain down on me, let your love just rain on me. Just rain down on me, let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. Full as a dam at capacity, my passion's about to explode. I can't escape it surrounding me. I'm caught in a storm that I can't get no shelter from. Rain down on me, let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me. Just rain down on me. Yeah. On me. Let it fall, baby. Fall down on me. Let it fall down, fall on me. Fall on me, on me, on me. Fall down on me. Let it fall down, fall on me. Let it rain, just rain down on me. Let your love just rain on me. On me, let your love just rain on me. Just rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me. Just rain down on me. Let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. Just rain down on me. Yeah. Just rain on me. Rain down on me. Just rain on me. Just rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain. Can we give it up for COL Jazz Band, y'all? Don't they sound so good? And let's give it up for our vocalists. They learned all of this in 2 days. Some of them learned it today. Thank you.
Can we get another hand for Naomi Allen on vocals there? The coordinator of Crunk. So happy to hear her sing. And now we're going to have a Crunk set, so stay tuned.
Thank you for sticking with us. There's so much good stuff that's happening here, and so many turkeys that are going out, and all the bags of fixins and all that good stuff. Listen, I wanted to just take the time to share with you about the different ways that you can give to Center of Life. But before I did that, I want to introduce you to our Director of Development, Mr. Patrick Orman. Pat's been with us for now almost 8 years, almost 8 years now. And Pat's been doing a phenomenal job helping us to find funding and support, creating partnerships with organizations who come in and volunteer, but then also they become people who support us as well, and working on the various ways that people can give to the organization to support us as we continue to do the good work that we do. And so, Pat, thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking the time out and coming out of your cubby hole up there.
No, I wasn't in the cubby hole. I was slinging turkeys today, so, gives me a chance to really, sit back and reflect. All this work, the 400 turkeys that are going out today for families in need, this live stream, all the programs we have, it really never happens without the generosity of others. And I wouldn't have been here for 8 years had I not believed in the mission and the programs and all the services we provide to the communities each and every day. We're serving over 40 zip codes now. Our reach is growing, and that means the need is growing as well, right? And so, there are a multitude of ways to give. One of the easiest ways is to go to our website, centeroflife.org/donate. Click on the donate button. You can donate right there with your credit card or debit card. All of your information will be secure, so you don't need to worry about that. Another easy way to give is by cash or by check. Mail it to 161 Hazelwood Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15207. Again, that's 161 Hazelwood Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15207. And obviously PT talked earlier about the United Way being a great partner to us. Oftentimes your workplace will match your donation, so your dollar actually goes further. And you can give through the United Way, and our contributor number is 1315-188. Again, that's 1315-188. And we really rely on funding to keep all of these programs sustained, throughout hopefully forever. It's been 24 years and no one's let us down yet, and we hope you won't today. Like I said, I wouldn't have been here for 8 years had I not believed in the mission, the programs, watching kids smile each and every day, watching everyone on staff, go the extra mile to help people who are truly in need.
Pat spends a lot of time building relationships with organizations who have ended up partnering with us, and the people in those organizations end up being supporters of ours. And Pat, can you talk a little bit about some of them? Because I know Wells Fargo, different ones that you have built relationships with and then ended up bringing them here. They've done some volunteer work, but then they ended up becoming supporters.
Sure, yeah. The United Way obviously introduced us to Wells Fargo. And, back when I started here, you found a desk and you used it, right? you found one, But through the United Way and through Wells Fargo, really stepping up and helping us out, we were able to get some things that many workplaces already had, whether it's desks, chairs, a new refrigerator, a new stove, lots of cleaning supplies. As a nonprofit, especially back then, we were looking for a lot of those things, a lot of the more hand-me-downs, and that was when we really were able to get that, work with those people and really build those relationships so that those people became donors, became supporters of Center of Life. And I credit all of them for really, when you talk to a person and you get to know them and they get to know you and they get to know your organization, they talk to other people and it becomes this big spider web, right, that grows out. And maintaining those relationships and keeping them up is the best part of my job, other than raising money, right, for the services that we provide. But it really goes a long way in terms of really helping our staff feel comfortable, helping our community feel comfortable, and providing the best services that we can possibly provide.
And that's one of the beautiful things of working with Center of Life. You know, we here at Center of Life don't just do our jobs, we actually do other things. I remember one time I caught Pat fixing a doorknob.
Only once, only one time, just one.
I mean, you know, people do what needs to be done here. And so I want to thank you, Pat, for taking this time to join me in this And did you have anything you wanted to share?
No, thank you for listening to my spiel, and you know, don't forget to give. It's vital today that we raise the most money that we can to keep everything going. So please give. centeroflife.org